his students and his staff for these achievements. I'm Rohan Maharman, sorry. So, merit. That word is translated from the Latin word meritum. And meritum refers to something you deserve. And that is why you are here. Okay? But let's bring it closer to home. Let's not mess around with Latin words. I want you to say after me, right? All of you. You are all teachers, right? I'm the teacher, you the learners. Good? Say after me. Ubukulu. Abubangwa. Everybody didn't participate, class. Can we go again? Ubukulu. Abubangwa. Well done. Translation in one of our languages, it means greatness is not achieved by demanding it. Greatness is not achieved by demanding it. It is achieved by earning it. So now you have a new saying to take to school tomorrow. Those of you who are school teachers, right? And you go and brag at school tomorrow and you say to the school principal, last evening I was in the Faculty of Education and something happened to me. I heard a new saying in a South African language of what merit actually means in our context. Good? You're going to do that? Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, you are here because you have worked hard. You have taken your talents and you have translated it into an achievement. That's why you are here. And we are very proud of you that you've done that. The Faculty of Education, this one, is one of the leading faculties of teacher training in South Africa. That's where you are, right? And I want you to, wherever you go in life, you don't bow to nobody because you come from this faculty. This faculty has been ranked in 2022, 2023 in the top 200 in the world. Would you believe that? In the top 200 in the world, we became a tier 4 faculty of education, which means we fall between the first or the top 200 to 400 on the planet. That is where you are. And if you have achieved this, I want you to think about that. If you have achieved what you have achieved sitting here, it is because you can lead the world. It's within you. Give yourselves a round of applause, please. So as program director, I'm going to invite our Dean, Prof. Rajendran Govender, to address you. Prof. Govender is a stalwart of the University of the Western Cape. Amongst his many achievements is the fact that he has been an academic leader for a long time in various institutions. And he's a second-term dean in the Faculty of Education, leading us all. So, Prof. Govender, the floor is yours.
Good afternoon to you. Welcome to all of you. Firstly, our brilliant students, or smart students, or hardworking students, the deserving students. And most importantly, to our parents, our families, our siblings who are watching online, We really appreciate your presence to witness your success behind your child or son or daughter. We really appreciate your support online, although the screen is between you and I. I want to reflect a little bit about the Merit Award certificate. I'm not sure whose lucky dip I'm opening here, but maybe the student will get some money in the envelope. But behind this certificate, Faculty of Education, very, very proud of the Faculty of Education. And the name is there. In this case, it's Sikopila Bikiva. Are you here? Yeah. I don't know why I chose yours, right? So maybe you must see the dean tomorrow. You may have a lucky dip. Right? And it says here for outstanding performance for the 2025 academic year. There's a story behind this certificate, isn't it? Do you know what the story is? No. Go on TikTok now and put the story. How you succeeded in achieving this. It's a good story, isn't it? Let the world know. Because you need to share with others how you've been successful, your journey to success. Some of us had real challenges, right? And you overcame those challenges and you achieved what you wanted to achieve. So no obstacle was in your path, right? And that is true to our university motto. It says, from hope to action through knowledge. I also want to share, Prof. Marman mentioned some things. I'm not sure if you read my speech, so I have to put my speech one side, or my welcome speech one side. But he mentioned some important words, and we were having this conversation with some of our colleagues in the Dean's Forum and other peers. Yes, UWC is not the UWC that you knew 50 years ago, right? If you compare the Faculty of Education across the Faculty of Educations in Western Cape, we are one of the most stable and moving forward, right? And we have a solid staff. Our staff is one of the most daring staff when it comes to creativity and innovation and bringing out the best practice and ensuring that our students get the best supervision at the postgraduate level as well as in the classroom for teaching and learning. I think we need to give them a round of applause. We have an excellent staff. Together with our both deans, Prof. Melanie Lake, Prof. Rowan Marman, Research, and our faculty manager and our senior faculty officer on the left-hand side, without them, we would not know how these results are brought together to try and understand who are the successful Merit Award candidates. When the list of the Merit Awards came to the Dean, I had a lot of questions to ask the Deputy Deans and the faculty office why the numbers are so high. We have 102 in the B.Ed undergraduate, which is 28 in the foundation phase and 74 in the senior phase. For me, it's good because we broke all records. I think you need to give yourself a good round of applause. It means two things. One, that you are doing the right thing, and two, we are providing the enabling environment for that, isn't it? And that's the success story to that. And you know best and better than we do why you are on the Merit Awards list, right? Okay? Although the Dean has a criteria, right? And the criteria is quite high, right? And we had 14 PGC, Postgraduate Certificate in Education, and those students for the first time they've come into the education faculty. Normally they would have been in one of the other faculties, and we have our postgraduate, 5 B.Ed honors, 2 masters, and 2 PhD. And as Dean, I'm quite proud of you. And I think when you look at the certificate, you need to look at it in a sense that you're carrying with it a deep sense of pride, not only for yourself, but for the Faculty of Education. But more importantly, it means that you are the capable citizens that will go out into our classrooms and do what is right. on school on time, set an example, be a good role model, exemplify what is to be a good teacher, and ensure that you promote meaningful learning in the classroom so that all our learners are successful in all their endeavors, particularly at school. Because we have different range of school, quintile 1 to quintile 5, isn't it? And here is your challenge to go into the quintile 1 to quintile 3 schools and make a difference with all the knowledge you have. Because you seem to be the people that know what to do. And you can also show us, the staff of the Faculty of Education, what we must do as well, isn't it, to help you. So together, I want to sincerely wish all of you for your contributions, for your hard work, your diligence, and it does not stop here, particularly for the undergraduates, because the postgraduate programs are waiting there, and there's lots of money there as well. So please climb up the ladder and do it whilst you're young, not whilst you were old. I only studied very late in my life because there was no money, but now there's plenty of money, okay? So good luck.
Thank you, Dean Govender. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very important person here to speak to you. So we are not important people, but we have the Deputy Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs of the University of the Western Cape in the room. She is Professor Matete Madiba. She is an educator, just like you. She has been qualified herself as a teacher. She has taught in many schools and universities over the years, and she is leading this university currently in terms of your affairs. Put your hands together for Prof. Matete Madiba.
Thobela, good evening. That's cold, and I have a cold. Please warm the room, Thobela. Thank you. It is a pleasure to join you at this occasion. It is so heartwarming to learn that, as the university, when we talk excellence, we cannot be accused of lying because we have evidence. To all those names, to all the people whose names are going to be read on the certificates, you are part of the evidence that when we talk about excellence at UWC, we are not fluffing, we are not bluffing, we have you as evidence. We are thankful that you are giving excellence a face, a warm body. You are making excellence tangible. And for that, we are definitely thankful. We are so thankful for that because you are serving as role models and you are saying to the rest of us, this is doable. To achieve at this level is doable. It is not only for lecturers and other people, to keep on inspiring and talk about something that seems to be like pie in the sky. You have appropriated what excellence is, and you have given it a warm face and a body, and we are really and truly thankful. And I hope that your peers are going to get the inspiration. And I'm actually asking you to go so wild on social media and to tell the world, your peers and everybody else, and even the students who are still aspiring to join us. I would like you to inspire them and to tell them and say to them, look at me, I have done it, so it means it is doable. We know that there are so many challenges, barriers that stand in the way of those who like to achieve, but you have managed to go beyond the obstacles and the barriers. We are also very thankful to the ecosystems of support that surround you, from your previous teachers, your parents, your neighbors, your communities, to what is happening in the university. All those ecosystems of support, we are thankful. And we are also thankful that you've taken advantage of whatever help that came your way. But above it all, you are the agent who has driven this level of success. And that is why I can't thank you enough. You know, as a teacher, it helps to distinguish yourself because teaching is one profession that is so demanding. Believe me, take it from somebody who's been in the classroom for a number of years. I remember very well when I started teaching at this high school, we had no running water, pit toilets, all the challenges that you can think of. And I remember in one lesson that I was teaching, you know, I thought I was being creative, and I said to the students, imagine that you have just won 100,000. At that stage, the game as a retail store, had just started its business, so they were running a competition called Zama Zama. So I said to students in the classroom, imagine that you've just won this 100,000 that Zama Zama is offering. Can you now tell the class, as your audience, what you're going to do with the money? And students raised their hands, and one after the other stood up. Some spoke about how they are going to build houses for their parents, how they are going to save some money for later studies, and all of it. And this other student, when he started, his opening line was, I will buy shoes. Before he could go on, the whole class, you can imagine, they broke into serious laughter. And they laughed so hard. Because I think in their minds, the students were saying, hey, we are talking 100,000 here. Why are you thinking about shoes? And you know, as the class was laughing, I looked below the desks and I looked at his feet. I was met up with his toes. He was wearing shoes that were open. They were worn off. And I couldn't unsee what I have seen, and I couldn't unhear what I have heard. And I rounded up the class and then invited him to walk with me, and we talked, and I got a master class about his life story. Parents were working far away, no breadwinner closely. They were not sending enough. He was heading his homestead, and he was doing his best to make life to continue. And to me, that is the life of the teacher, the challenge that a teacher faces every day when you are going to be interacting with students. This class, pair of eyes that will be fixating on you for the lesson, they will be requiring more than the lesson. Because that is what life is all about. And a teacher offers way beyond the content. And that is why you need to prepare yourself so hard. You need to keep on distinguishing yourself. You cannot walk into this profession as an ordinary professional. Because teaching does not allow you to be ordinary. You have already done very well by distinguishing yourself through receiving these merit awards. I want to challenge you. Continue doing more to distinguish yourself, because the profession that you're going to be walking into is very, very demanding. I know that for sure somewhere you talk about the 7 roles of an educator. I want to challenge you. It's I believe that is even outdated. One of the demands laid on a teacher is to be a problem solver, because helping people to learn is really about solving problems and helping to remove the barriers in front of them so that they can learn. So continue distinguishing yourself and prepare yourself well as these professionals who will be able to do what is expected of them. And the bare minimum is to be a problem solver. And you know the problems, they keep on mounting. They keep on growing in their complexity. What I met those many, many moons when I started teaching, check it out. My hair is gray, it has been long. Those problems that I met in my classrooms, they have compounded in many, many other ways. So you have a greater challenge than what I faced. And that is why, as a teacher and a teacher to be, you really have to keep on distinguishing yourself. Your merit awards are going to say in your CV now that you are on that journey of distinguishing yourself. I encourage you to do more. And that is why for you it's not a cliche to say a leader, a problem solver is a reader. You should be reading like you're crazy, because that is what is expected of a teacher. You have to be a problem solver who's resourceful. How are you going to find all these ideas to solve the problems that will be in front of you? Part of it is as simply as being a ravenous reader. And being able to work through material and to glean out what is useful in such a way that you continue strengthening and distinguishing your profile. Keep on that trail. You won't be disappointed. I'm tempted, Dean, to share that, as we were busy with the problem of teaching practice, I was so impressed that amongst you, there was one or two students who came up with a proposal. They did not just want to sit and say, yeah, it's a problem and we need transport to teaching practice. They submitted a proposal and said, what if we could do A, B, and C and pursue A, B, and C in order to solve this problem? I was stunned at the level of thinking, and they had already started doing the work of connecting the dots. And I want to challenge the faculty to take that proposal very, very seriously. I know that for this year you did what had to be done, but that problem is not going away anytime soon. And when you have brilliant minds in your presence, do not neglect the ideas that they bring forth. And for me, that is an ideal teacher to be, who is not defeated by the mountain of challenges that are before, but they keep on looking for solutions because they understand their role as a problem solver. And I want to encourage you, see yourselves as problem solvers and resource yourself. Strengthen your profiles as problem solvers, because you are definitely going to meet problems, and very serious problems. If I had time, I'll tell you about many other stories. This young girl, her complexion was lighter than mine. I could see that she was growing pale and she was losing energy. And I invited her to walk with me. And I mean, I was just a young teacher starting off my job. And when I listened to her story, parents are far away, same story like before. She is experiencing menstrual bleeding non-stop, and she doesn't have any help. And if that happens, you become iron deficient. And after being iron deficient, there are many other complications. But a sure case, if that is not stopped, you're surely going to die. It's a matter of when. And these are some of the challenges, the level of poverty, and many other things. And we can go on and talk about the problems that you're going to be facing in your classrooms. You cannot throw your hands in the air. You cannot just join and cry with them. They will be looking up to you. And that is why you need to be that deeply resourced. And that is why I'm challenging you to be ravenous readers. And I actually have two gifts to give. I just want to test. Can two different people who are receiving awards today just share with us what they are currently reading beyond the prescribed work? Any takers? Two. Just tell us what's on your reading list. That's one characteristic of a leader, always sharing what you are currently reading. What are your current reads? Oh no, okay, I was going to complain that maybe these awards shouldn't be given. Okay, we have one. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sikobile Mkiva. I'm currently reading a master's thesis by Spamandla Maputuma. It's about the collaboration between, It's students during the Fees Must Fall movement in a collaboration with the workers, and how the fight for fees must fall and the fight for everything that was surrounding the fees must fall movement actually represented further more inequality within our system, where institutions continue to outsource individuals instead of insourcing workers within higher institutions.
You're very generous. I just asked for the title, but you have shared. Thank you so much. I have a gift for you. Can you please, and do we have the second hand? Oh, yes.
Hi, everyone. I'm Nigel Green, current master's student. I'm currently reading a book by Herbert P. Ginsberg called Entering the Child's Mind, and it's got to do with the birth and origin and development of the clinical interview. I think that is what you asked for. Amazing, yeah? What you're reading.
Thank you very much, and keep at it, and continue to be that resourceful. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Prof. Madiba. I think, ladies and gentlemen, we can do better with an applause for our DVC. I mean, Prof. Madiba is invited, as you can see, to speak on forums that we can just dream of attending, nationally, on the continent, and globally, and just leading our university as the one of our 3 vice rectors. So, Prof, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. You will always make time for this faculty because you belong here. You will always have a seat here. We're going to organize an office for you here. Right, so now we want you to relax a little bit. I'm not sure what's going to happen in that corner, but a moment of reflection in any way that you want to enjoy it. So it will be a musical item. Just sit back and relax.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. Oh, when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all. We can't go on pretending day by day that someone somewhere will soon make a change. We all a part of God's great big family. And the truth, you know, love is all we need. Beyond the world, beyond the children, beyond the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving. There's a choice we're making. We're saving our own lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. Well, send them your heart, so they know that someone cares, and their lives will be stronger and free, as God has shown us by turning stone to bread. And so we all must lend a helping hand. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones to make a brighter day. So let's start giving. Oh, there's a choice we're making. We're saving our lives. It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. When you're down and out, and there seems no hope at all. But if you just believe, there's nowhere we can fall. Well, let's realize, oh, that a change can only come when we stand together as one. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving.
I wish I could sing like that. So, where were you? I was in standard 4 when it was released. Where were you? Oh, this front row here has a lot to say. I don't have a present, but a quick hand. Who's the producer of the song? A quick hand. Quick. Yes, ma'am. Scream it. Thank you for that. We share something. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to invite our next speaker to address you because she was an undergrad student with us in this faculty. She was in my class. She was very afraid of me. She went through the ranks like you are all going to do, right? You promised that to Prof. Madiba earlier. So she completed a B.Ed, undergrad, and her honors, and her master's. When she did her master's, she suddenly realized, to believe Mr. Marman, what I told her many years earlier, as an undergrad student, that you can make it, my child. And she scored a cum laude in her master's. That's something that a lot of us tried to do, but didn't get it right. And then she went on to do a doctorate, her PhD in language education in the faculty. And she was awarded the Dean's Merit Award for the best PhD of that particular year in our faculty. I'm very proud to invite Nikiwe, Dr. Nikiwe Nondabula.
Right. Thank you so much for that warm welcome. Thank you so much, Prof. Manman. And definitely, Jason just said now we were definitely afraid of you. Everyone was afraid of you. But you know what? As I stand here, I'm feeling very emotional. And the reason why I'm feeling so emotional is because my heart is beaming with joy, seeing all of you sit in front of me today. From the students I taught ADL in 2022, from the students I taught ADL in 2023 and in 2024, then the students I started teaching ELT to in 2024, 2025, and 2026. My heart is beaming with joy. I don't even know what to say. I'm so proud of all of you and how far you have come. So, but today I want to talk about my journey as a UWC student and as now a lecturer in the faculty. Tonight is not only about a celebration of excellence, but more than that, it is a celebration of journeys, your individual journeys as students, marked by discipline, resilience, sacrifice, and growth. So as I stand here today in front of all of you, I am deeply honored. I am deeply honored because I remember most of you would send me messages. What do I need to do to get onto the Dean's Merit list? What must I do if ever I want to make it to the Dean's Merit? I'm like, it's not about getting the highest mark, but being the best in your year. And a lot of you didn't believe in yourselves. Cake, no. Look where you are sitting. You know, so I'm so proud of all of you. So, not so long ago, guys, I was a student in the faculty, and I remember my first day, 2013, when I arrived at UWC. I was accepted late into the faculty. I didn't go to orientation. I was a lost sheep. I didn't know where SC5 is before there was even this building. I didn't know where this is, you know? So I was lost, you know, and I couldn't go to orientation, you know, so many things happened, but I was able to find my feet. And I'm so grateful to be standing here today in front of the people that also taught me, the people that I now call my colleagues, Prof. Lekay, Prof. Marman, Dr. Ronalko, the same people that are teaching you taught me, not to reveal their age, but, you know, they are the ones that molded and shaped me and made me the person that I am today. So perhaps maybe I should just take it a step back. I moved to Cape Town in 2002 from Bloemfontein. And it was a very difficult transition from me because Bloemfontein is a very, very small city. And moving to a big city like Cape Town, obviously I had various learning difficulties. I had a speech impediment, which I still do now. I had to go to occupational therapy. I had underdeveloped fine motor skills. So many things, that was going on with me. So learning was a bit challenging for me, And there's one thing that I was raised with at home. It's ora et labora, okay? Meaning play and work, my child. That's something my parents always taught me. So I never really believed in myself, but I had people around me that believed in me. I had teachers who believed in me, So getting into university wasn't really something I thought I would do, But I'm so happy that I could have people that actually believed in my journey, that could actually make a contribution in my life. And I say that each and every single person that you encounter in your life has the ability to change who you are and make you the person that you are today. Even a small child. So those that I'll be teaching in the foundation phase as well, that small child can say something to you today that can change your entire perspective and how you view life. So today, as I said, yes, many of you would send me messages, but look where you stand today. And I'm so proud of you. So I was a student at UWC, and what I did not know was that UWC is not just a place where you study. It is a place where you are shaped. It is a place of growth. It is a place that not only offers vocation, but vocational promise. Some of you graduated last year, and you perhaps already got job positions, but your journey does not end there. And when I see some of you in the corridor sometimes walking up and down, I'm like, I hope you are coming back for your honors. I hope you are coming back for your masters, because your journey does not end in your undergrad years. And many of the lecturers that also played a role in my life would tell me, Prof. Maruman, come back for your honors, okay? Come back for your masters, and I did. Come back for your PhD, Nikiwe. And I never thought I would make it, but I did. So I'm so proud of all of you. Okay, so somewhere between my early lectures and my first major assignment, we had many assignments. So don't think these things of group assignments starts with you. It did not start with you. Mr. Jason Duplessis will also tell you that we had group assignments and we were not even afforded the technology that you guys have today, So university was not only about memorizing content. It's not only about that, but building intra and interpersonal skills, okay? Making friends, building knowledge, right? It was also about thinking. It was about learning how to question, why are you saying what you are saying? And a lot of the times in my ELT classes, I always ask them, why do you think so? And they'll look at me with a very confused look, So if you are saying this, but why are you saying so? And how did you come up with that conclusion? Right. So, and I always sometimes question myself whether I was good enough. I never fought my lecturers. If I got a 60%, that was genoeg for me, If I got a 70%, that was genoeg for me. I knew that I did my personal best. And it's something that I always taught you guys as well, that don't strive to be someone else or do someone else's best, but your personal best. And as you sit here today, it is a reflection that you did your best. So I'm so proud of all of you. Then I completed my undergrad years in 2016, and just to reflect a bit, on the 10th of April, 10 years back, I fetched my first degree on the stage, on the UWC stage. On the 10th of April, 2026, I witnessed my first group of students that I taught, the students that made me a lecturer, walk down that stage. And I was so emotional that day. I wanted to stand and cheer for those students, So I'm so proud of all of them. And I'm proud of you as you sit here today. So my honors year in 2017 was very transformative. And this is where the journey shifted from being a student of knowledge to becoming a participant in knowledge. You don't only just do the assignment for the sake of doing the assignment, and those that are sitting here today, currently in your honors years, the amount of articles that you have to read, Prof. Marman telling you every day, don't forget this, writing tests in his classes, it's not only about the assignment, but building yourself towards contributing to the body of knowledge. Right, so obviously the expectations were also higher, the pace was faster. So even if you had less classes, but the amount of assignments that you have to do, the amount of articles that you have to read was of course a bit more challenging. And the level of independence required was greater. And I remember there was an assignment for meta theory that we had to do for Dr. Ravji. That assignment was almost my 13th reason, you know? But when it came back with a 77%, I was like, Haibo, but I can do it. If I could get through this assignment, I could get through anything, you know? So one of the most defining moments in my journey was my first opportunity to teach. This was 2021, but luckily it was online, you know? And as someone who suffers from severe anxiety, it was a very difficult thing for me to do because I had no idea what I was doing, you know? But I did it. And I thought to myself, well, if I can do this, who's to stop me, you know? It's not about people asking you, who are you and what do you do, but it's about you believing in yourself, you know? So I also remember standing in front of the class when we came back now, fully on face-to-face in 2022, and all these people, we were in SC5, my ADL students, and they were all just looking at me, and I'm thinking to myself, what are these people thinking about me? What am I doing right, and what am I doing wrong? And I'm so appreciative of all the feedback that I would get that, you know, I did try my best, you know, and that really pushed me to do better for them. So, you know, there are so many things that I can reflect on today, you know, but there's one thing that I really want to tell you, that teaching is not about having all the right answers. It is about creating spaces where learning can happen. It is about engaging with your students, not relying on chalk and talk methods. It is about recognizing their context. It is about supporting your students, whether it be in the foundation phase, intermediate phase, senior phase, or FET phase. It is also about being there for them and building them academically and holistically. So when I started my master's and my PhD, master's was pretty easy for me. I got through it. Yes, of course, the feedback, you know, and those that have completed their masters that sit here today with us and PhDs, you would get your feedback from your supervisor and you see all the red lines and everything, you know, and you're like, why am I doing this to begin with, you know? But that is you know, a place of growth. And when I started my PhD in 2021, so I did my PhD 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. And I finally submitted my PhD in 2024. And a lot of the people that know me or that speak to me on a regular basis knew how difficult that journey was for me. Being hospitalized so many times, having to call my supervisor, Prof, I'm not feeling well, this has happened, being in the ICU for so many times, you know. But I eventually got through it. And I told myself, you know what, Nikiwe, I can get through anything, you know. So, but one thing and one message that I want to leave all of you with today is that keep going, keep pushing. I am proud of all of you, and I'll be standing there cheering for all of you every day, you know. Thank you so much.
Say niet te prachtig nie. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now your time. So, the Dean, Prof. Rajendran Govender, will take the first category. And the first category of awards will be the cum laude people, achievers. So I'm sure Prof. Govender will explain what that means. I never got that in my life. I tried, didn't work out. So if you have achieved it, the challenge is, Prof. Govender, they must overtake us with their careers, isn't it? Right, because we couldn't get there. You're already there. Yeah. Yes. So, Prof. Govender, the floor is yours.
Only the two. just trying to recall my memory. I remember 5 years ago I should do the calculations of who's cum laude and who's summa cum laude, but as days go by, rules change, so I must be very careful. I'm just reminded by my boss here, my senior faculty officer, that I should read only the magna cum laude. I will do so. And this is a unique, prestigious award to the students who have excelled in each year of the study. You know, in the B.Ed undergraduate program, you have 4 years, isn't it? So, scoring 80% and above across each of the years is one of the requirements. And these students work consistently from year 1 to year 2 to year 3 and year 4. And it's important because in year 1 and year 2 are the content modules as done in some cases outside the faculty, okay? So it's a good recognition. It tells you these are students that we should watch out in the space to guide us as the next ministers of education. For the Bachelor of Education Languages, FET, and Life Orientation, the senior phase is Jade Charles Jacobs. Getting many photographs. That's part of the magna cum laude, 4 photographs. The Master of Education, Bridget Tobin. Bridget Tobin.
So Jade promised me an email. I have investigators to find you if I don't get the email. Ms. Bridget Tobin is the provincial head, provincial coordinator in the Western Cape Education Department for history. So, working hard in leading a province and scoring magna cum laude in a master's study is something to behold. Congratulations to both of you. Bridget, you don't want to tell them who was your supervisor? Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's move on. For the cum laude category, Bachelor of Education, Languages, FET and Life Orientation Senior Phase, Dr. Ronel Koch will do the honors.
Good evening, everyone. It is a great honor for me to read the following names. Naima Abrams. Not here. Patricia Natasha Africa. Melissa Mpatso Banda. Tamray Engelbrecht. I hope Danielle is here because we're from the same small town, Heidelberg. Danielle Defrenisha Feldman, not here tonight. Oh, I hope you're watching online. Alicia Karishna Keys. Chardonnay Courtney May. Nicole Anneke Anton. Laila Rawoot. Oh, sorry. Janet Heavenly Rosenberg. Brimilda Eudinio Swanepoel. Also not here. Then I'm also reading out the name for the Bachelor of Education, Languages, SP and FET phase, as well as Maths SP. Muhammad Rida Babu. Okay, thanks everyone. I'll be back later.
Thank you, Dr. Koch. So our next program is the Bachelor of Education Foundation Phase Teaching. Dr. Tembisa Kosi die Eyster sal dit benodig doen.
Good evening to all. It is indeed a blessing for me to present the certificate to the pre-service and in-service students. Katha Daniels. Where? Somewhere started. Okay. Julie Adams. Julie Adams, cum laude. Is she here? No. Candice Johanna Brown. Miche Mariana Jankis. Aqhamile Qimani. Shane Linik Kamfa. This is not in. Malaika Lakay. Stacy Tamsin Panavets. Oh. Tara Kim Rasso. Yes.
Thank you, Dr. Kosi. Tell you one secret of mine. I was a foundation phase teacher when I started teaching. We're moving up a little bit. Bachelor of Education in Honors in Educational Psychology. Dr. Lynn Goodman will do the honors.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor to do the handover of the honors students. I'm doing the handover on behalf of the program coordinator, Dr. Bruce May. So there's, unfortunately or fortunately, there's only one student, but watch out, 2026, watch the space for 2026. But tonight's student, we call upon, sorry, I just need my glasses, Danelle Petro Deval. She wants a supervisor to join us, please. Thank you, Professor. You may come to the front. Oh, apologies, her mentor. Thank you. Thank you.
Finally, I get a chance. Masters, Master in Education. Now we are climbing up the NQF ladder, right? We are almost at the top. So it is my honor and pleasure to call to the front the best master student of the previous year in the Faculty of Education, Marceline Felix. So Marceline was also a cum laude student. Right, now we move into the top students per program, 80% and above. These are high marks. Bachelor of Education in Accounting, FET phase, and EMS and Mathematics, senior phase. Dr. Ronel Koch will do the honors.
Thank you, Prof. Marman. Khogeleto, sorry, let me just do that again. Khoteleleto, Khotlelelo, Matlo. I'm so sorry about that. Can you say your name?
I'm sorry, I'm very finicky about my name. So my name is Khotlelelo Matlo.
Nice. I am so sorry. I try my best, but I'm glad that you said that right. Shanku Kaylin Lawrence.
Can I just say I'm very sensitive on my name as Shanko Lawrence.
I love that, and you look super smart. Shanko. Let's hope it's third time lucky. Jermaine Janneke. Or Janneke. Did I do okay with yours? Well done, Jermaine. There we go. Emmanuel Nkuna. Sorry, I just want to see where I was. Kiana Lee Jacobs. Thank you, well done. That's Kiana. Zandiswe Ndevu. Naledi Maribe. Then I'm also going to hand out the awards to the Bachelor of Education, Languages, SP and FET, and Life Orientation SP. So these are also my students that I teach, Sibongile Provider Samilani. Megan Horn. Cheledi Matsoka.
My initiative, which is called Mentor Me to Fly. So these are part of the mentoring initiative that I have with the students. So, yeah.
That's amazing, Prof. Fumani. Well done, and thank you for what you do. Lisa Kanya Tafani. Brittany Amy Lee Hector. Aretha Joy Alexander. Jadine Wilnie Klaasen. Good ones there. Kanyiswa Wavepa. Luto Ntlabati. Kian Christian Daniels. Potlako Previa Nkwana. Bukisha Peterson. Fallon Henson. Then I proceed to the Bachelor of Education Languages, SP and FET, and Maths, SP. Azra Galant. Shidinyane Makola. Sumandle Mayisa. Nomtandazo Olivia Matebola. Vusumuzi Tibane. Abigail Natanya de Koker. Tofika Karelse. Olona Njemla. Not here, unfortunately. Oh, sorry. Ntando Mendisi. Is Ntando? Oh, no, not here. I don't think she's here. Nontle enough Kumalo. Mvuselelo Mbotsi. Sanele Meveni. Zoe Stoffberg. Matthew Paul Jansen. Or Jansen, I'm not sure. Nhlanhla Lusawana. Now I'm reading the names for the Bachelor of Education, Languages and Social Sciences. Jade Robin Scooter. Please help me. Scooter. Tell me how to pronounce. Shooter. Azra Sabriti. Please, Jason, is very. Chelsea Andrea Sawyer.
Social sciences, Prof. Social sciences are top. Social sciences are top. Take note, guys. So, just a kind request that we do the special photos afterwards, right? Thank you.
Fatima Isaacs. Batul Yaya. Carla Philander or Carla Philander. Dwayne Farrow. Yaneliswe Nama. Yanelesiwe Nama. I'm sorry. Chloe Apple. Sisonke Ndabambi. Congrats, Mama. Clyde Klute. Bianca Dinio Matlape. Akole Nkweliso.
It's Akole Nkwiliso.
Let me try again. Akole Nkweliso. Nkweliso. Sibasle Madubela. Ishmael Cornelius. Then the Bachelor of Education, Mathematics, MLIT, and Natural Sciences. I'm going to read the first name because this person passed cum laude, which was... Yeah, so it's Sikubile Makiva. They should stand cum laude next to his name. So I'm just going to read the name. Salia Banderker is not here tonight, but I just want to acknowledge her award as well. Bonging Kosi Andrew Martins. Moribula Mohau Stulare. Tristan Severo Roberts. And then we have Ayanda Mtiane. Lungisani Mguni. Avela Mendisi. Jamie Davids. Bongiwe Sofe. Rianetse Basetsana Motibakhomo. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's it from me. Apologies for all the mispronunciations.
Thank you, Dr. Koch. It's appreciated. For the Bachelor of Education Foundation Phase Teaching, Dr. Tembisa Kosi will do the necessary for us.
Now I'll call the Bachelor of Education Foundation Phase Teaching, Katha Daniels. Zahra Parker. Nadira Rahut. Yes, okay. Memory, perseverance, Mahlalela. Safa Mustafa. Did I get that? Michaela Celesta Adams. She's not here. Stuart Frederick. Amara Sedon. Zia Martinez. Zune Salts. Congratulations again. Tiram Duna. Andisiwe Nwabisa Sitinana. Abenati Naki. Tatum April Titus. Aisha Haron Adams. Temujin Meyer. Ronen Storm Martin.
Oh, on the side, what do you mean?
Belisha Nomhle Likuleni. Lucanio Mandla. Okay. Caitlin Jackson.
Thank you very much, Dr. Kosi. The postgraduate certificate in education for the FET phase is led by the program coordinator, Prof. Fumani Khanare. Prof. Khanare will hand over the certificates.
Thank you, Prof. Indeed, it's a moment of celebration, and I don't want to spoil the fun. PGCE flyer, Megan DeVet. Vasana Amu. Varzana Amu. In absentia. Rashki Joy Petro. Rushki. Okay, say that.
Rishka Joy Pedro.
Victoria Ostavik. Jaron Katley Pinar. Tara Jade Cruza. Newlywed. Congratulations. Elam Jacobs. Kyra Shamaine Sauls. Angela Adelaide Tibas. Danica Emily Lawrence. Cliche Richards. Calon Fick. Ifs Migash Kamanzi. Last but not least, Nabila Sedik.
Thank you, Prof. Khanare. For our next group, the Bachelor of Education Honors, Dr. Lynn Goodman will hand over the certificate.
I would like to call the following students: Kotha Congo, the next student is, Bianca Nesta Kluter, or Blanche, my apologies, Blanche Nesta Kluter. Thank you. Lucretia Davids. And the last student within the Bachelor of Education Honors is Nigel Peter Green. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Goodman. So there's a trend, right? And I hope you've looked at the trend playing out. So the BEd undergrad, we had 80 students. Good? We received merit awards. When we went to the honors, we had 5. The jump is not good. The jump doesn't look good, right? And then we went to the masters, we had 2. Not looking good. Now we go to the PhDs, the final ladder on the NQF level, the highest qualification a university offers. And we have 2 candidates as well. Before we get to the 2 candidates, my point is the challenge is out there, right? It's in your hands. That translation of the trend from 80 to 5, it's in your hands, right? You're going to do it for us. Am I right? Thank you. Doctorate of Education, there are 2 students, as you can see on the program. The first student who receives the Merit Award is Oluwafemi Ebimomi. Present, I will ask the supervisor, Prof. Melanie Lakay, to receive on behalf of her student. Can we give her a hand? Put me in the picture. Thank you. Congratulations, Prof. And then we have Ntombi Zonko, Lucia, and Komalo. That's a doctor for you. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come almost to the end of our program. I want to call on our Deputy Dean for Learning and Teaching in the faculty to do the vote of thanks. Prof. Melanie Lakay, floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you, Prof. Marman. Like they say, all good things must come to an end. But before I do the vote of thanks, I would like us all to just give ourselves a round of applause to all the awardees. And I'd also like the awardees to especially acknowledge their lecturers because they played such an important role in their journey. So can we give them a round of applause as well? So it is definitely, this is such an important time of the evening, although I think we all just want to get done and celebrate. This is a time for us to actually reflect and be able to see and thank people for where we got in our journey. So it is a very great honor and a pleasure for me to say thank you for attending this very important and meaningful and inspiring 2026 Dean's Merit Awards. Today's gathering has been more than just an award of great academic accomplishments. It is the unveiling of moments of reflection. So we actually thought about our journey, how we got here, particularly when we listened to Dr. Nkiwe's speech and all the other speeches. And a celebration of your scholarship and what you did throughout the years. And we are also very happy to see our students come back to campus. I know some of you have left our campus. And also be on campus with your families. So some of you have brought family members, and it's lovely that they can celebrate with you. So our faculty is very proud of all of you in the Dean Merit Awardees. And today, we know that you are showing a very, very large footprint wherever you are currently showcasing your knowledge and skills, whether you are teachers or whether you are a scholar. You have made great impact, not only in our faculty through your journey, but also outside of our faculty. And we would like to thank the Dean's Merit Awardees for this impact that you're bringing, both to our faculty and also taking it to society. Your achievements have spearheaded the Faculty of Education beyond scholarship to society. So thank you. Once again, a round of applause for you. Also, on behalf of the Faculty of Education, I would like to thank Prof. Madiba. Your warm and sincere message has inspired the Dean's Merit Awards in the Faculty of Education, but not only for our previous students, but for their families as well. So thank you very much, and the audience. So thank you. I would also like to thank Prof. Govender. It's called the Dean's Merit Awards. The Dean of the Faculty of Education, for firstly the warm welcome address and for setting the tone and pace for this important occasion. Your leadership and support for academic initiatives such as this continue to strengthen the scholarly community beyond UWC, and we say thank you, sir. A very special thank you to Dr. Nkiwe. And I'm sure we all know her very well because she's taught you, but also just to hear her in a different space and to hear how she has experienced this journey from where she came, which is where you are currently, and where she went to and where she's going. There's still a lot. We still look forward. Watch the space with Dr. Nkiwe. So we thank you very, very much for also reminding us of the critical role that research and intellectual dialogue play in shaping and preserving our lives, our culture, our language, and even society. She has played such an important role in all your lives. So the impact she has goes beyond her classroom practice. So thank you, Dr. Nkiwe. Thank you also to Prof. Marman. You made this a very exciting event with your very eloquent way of guiding the program. And thank you very much. The coordinators of the programs, Dr. Renal Koch, Dr. Tembisa Kosi, Dr. Fumani Khanari, Dr. Lynn Goodman on behalf of Dr. May, and Prof. Marman. Thank you for your continuous support of the students and your achievement in getting the students to the level where they are. So thank you very much. I would also like to acknowledge everyone who worked behind the scenes. I particularly look at my colleagues on the left here. As they were running around in the corridors during the past week, Ms. Verleen Bierwinkel, Ms. Kim Steyer, and Ms. Wafika Adams. I also know, I'm not sure if there's anybody else around, but they and their team have been working very eloquently behind the scenes. They look very calm at the moment, but I'm sure they're going to have a good night's rest tonight. And the organizing team, the administrative staff, there were some other members behind the scenes as well, the technical support, and all those who contributed both their time and effort to make this event so successful. I also want to thank our guests and colleagues who joined us today. Thank you for the part you play in this moment and spending time with your family at this time to see where they are and where they were spending most of their lives the past few years. Your present demonstrates the value that you place in, it will be my phone, in the scholarship and dialogue and knowledge sharing. And finally, congratulations to everyone. May this moment continue to inspire discussion, learning, and reflection for many years to come. We look forward to seeing you in the future to further your studies in the Faculty of Education. So we look forward to more honors, masters, and PhD students, and to see you here. Like Prof. Marman said, we need to increase those numbers at the NQ level, F levels at the top. And perhaps also one day we'll see you as a staff member in the Faculty of Education. So the journey is yours. So thank you very much. I now hand over to Prof. Marman. Maybe there's a few logistic issues that he wants to. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prof. Lekay. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to organize ourselves to take a group picture. Now, this is going to be tricky. So I was letting my mind go, and I thought of a few ways, and I think if we can make use of the stairs for some of our students or awardees to stand on the stairs there. We organize the staff to sit this way or face that way, right? And we organize the other awardees behind the staff. Right, get the picture? Right, something like that. Because I'm not sure, the photographers indicated to me, they're not sure whether the lens will capture a wide group like this in front. So you have to sort of, squeeze it a little bit and condense the panoramic view a little bit. So we are not done, right? We're not done yet. I will decide that. So I just want to organize you, right? So talking about NQF levels, we have to get our doctor here in front, right? We have to get our master students with her, and then our honor students who are only 5. Good? Would you allow me to do that? As well as the PGCEs, right? So can we at the back move up the stairs and face this way so that our photographers can start doing their thing? But you have to listen to the instructions because we have to organize a big group now, okay? So everybody there at the back behind the pillars, just move up the stairs so that we can see what we can capture, okay? The others, please keep your seats Okay. Right. So beard SP, FET, can you guys move up the stairs for us, right? You can move higher up, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, can move higher up. Right, go. You can go. You can go.
1, 2.
You can go. Right. You can stop there. Right. Now, the taller people. The taller people can just take a step back so that we can ensure we organize ourselves the best way we can. Right? And the shorter people come forwards to the rail. So there will only be so much capacity there. Yeah. Okay. So can we have more? You have to listen to the instructions. Can we have more of the taller people just fitting in behind there? We need to get all the faces in, right? Sir, right at the top, you can't go higher than that, right?